monumental anniversary just ahead here in the Pacific Northwest. Tomorrow, it will be the 25th anniversary of the 2001 Nisqually Earthquake. And this week, local experts, they discussed this major quake at the University of Washington and talked about what we have learned since then. Fox 13's Nikki Torres joining us this morning from Seattle with more. Good morning to you, Nikki.
Hey there, Maria, and good morning. I want you to walk back now to 25 years ago and think about where you were during this day in Washington history. So maybe you were still in school bracing yourself under a desk. Maybe you were in an office doing the same thing, bracing for cover. This event really was a wake-up call to the area of just how vulnerable this region is for seismic events. For example, we'll illustrate it right here, the Alaskan Way Viaduct. Take this, for example. Its demolition was one of the most significant changes following the Nisqually quake, and that is why we now have the SR 99 tunnel. The structure at the time, it was already considered seismically vulnerable, and then it was replaced by the 99 tunnel in order to improve safety. The Nisqually earthquake registered as a 6.8 on the Richter scale. With an earthquake of that magnitude, people have described that feeling as a strong shaking, even causing disorientation with how aggressive that movement can be. Now, that being said, Nisqually rocked the Puget Sound. Its epicenter was northeast of Olympia. The 2001 quake lasted around 30 seconds, but even in that short time frame, it caused more than $2 billion worth of damage to this area. There were no deaths reported during that quake. However, more than 400 people reported injuries. The quake was a stark reality check to the Pacific Northwest of the region's vulnerability to seismic activity. And with more studies that were completed within the last 25 years, experts say that it is likely this could happen again.
People don't need to be freaked out by it so much as just say this is something to prepare for. The earthquake happened. There's lots of ways in which you can make your house safer from things falling on you, for example. Know what to do in an earthquake. Drop cover and hold on when you feel shaking or when you get an earthquake early warning. And have your kind of emergency plans with your family ready. Although we've fixed a lot of the old buildings that are dangerous for these earthquakes, there's still a long way to go, both in Seattle and in the whole region, to retrofit older buildings. It's time to keep that going because it could be, years, decades till the next big earthquake happens, but sooner or later one is going to happen, and we really need to be safe when that event comes.
Since 2001, Washington also implemented what is now called the Shake Quake Early Warning System. That is a notification service that provides real-time alerts to people within this region before an earthquake actually happens. Now, one of the more recent roadwork projects affecting drivers within this area, you will remember WashDOT's most recent work just about a week ago on the First Avenue Bridge leading into Seattle. They closed down the two right lanes. That is for further maintenance as well as improvement for that bridge. That